Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another What's for Dinner video. This week's meals all ended up sort of being like copycat meals. Two are a copycat from restaurants, and one is sort of a copycat of a boxed favorite. So anyway, if you're looking for some easy dinner ideas that are quick to make and delicious, just stick around, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any future dinner ideas. Also, let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite. So I hope you guys enjoy these meals, and let's get to it. Okay, so first off, we're making this Copycat Longhorn Parmesan crusted chicken. Now, I have never had this from Longhorn, but it looked delicious, so I knew I had to give it a try. So I'm going to have the recipe that I used down in the description box. I did change it just a tiny bit, but I'll tell you how. So first I'm just getting started mixing together my marinade. In the recipe it does say that you can just use Italian salad dressing, but I thought this mixture sounded good, so I'm just going to throw this together. So the marinade for the chicken is some ranch dressing and olive oil, and then you throw in some Worcestershire sauce, some vinegar, lemon juice, minced garlic, and black pepper. And like I said, this recipe is down below. This was super easy to throw together. I also feel like maybe if you used like some Caesar dressing or something, it would be really good. I don't know. Maybe I'll give that a try. But we really did like it. Just the way this came out, this was our favorite dinner of the week. So I'm just getting started getting my chicken ready to put in the marinade. I bought these thin sliced chicken breasts because I thought it was going to be less chicken, but it wasn't. Like, I thought they were going to be smaller, and they actually were like folded up in this container, and they were pretty big. But anyway, it's a good thing I made them all because we loved this chicken and we ate all of the leftovers. So I'm just kind of poking my chicken with some forks just to kind of tenderize it a little bit and let that marinade soak in there. And then I'm just going to put this in a Ziploc bag with the marinade, and I left mine in the fridge overnight. Okay, so the way mine ended up a little bit different is I have this Italian cheese blend. This is the 3 cheese, Asiago, and Romano. The recipe calls for Parmesan and provolone. And I just figured I would use this and it would just be just as good. So you're going to mix this together with some more ranch dressing and microwave this. And at first I was a little skeptical because I'm like, ew, I'm microwaving ranch dressing, but trust the process, it turns out delicious. Then you're going to add in some panko breadcrumbs with some melted butter and mix this all together, and it turns into kind of like this gloopy texture is the only way I can describe it. So we were a little bit like, but trust me, it's perfect. It was delicious. So to go with this on the side, I'm making some mashed potatoes, and I'm also throwing some green beans in a skillet with some butter, a little bit of bacon fat left over. I cooked and chopped some bacon, and then we're gonna add in some minced garlic, our green beans, and some soy sauce and brown sugar, and a little bit of onion powder. Like I said, this chicken was bigger than I thought it was going to be. I really need like a gigantic skillet or a griddle type thing, but we make do. So these did kind of crowd the pan, and usually that's a bad thing, but these turned out juicy and delicious because they had been marinated overnight, so it really didn't matter. And then we're just going to make our mashed potatoes on the side with some butter, milk, and salt and pepper. So once your chicken is pretty much cooked through, you're going to add that cheese topping onto the top. And it says to broil on low broil for about 3 to 4 minutes. We did ours a little extra just because we like that browned and crispy cheese. And you guys, this was amazing. Definitely one of my favorite dinners I've made in a long time. This chicken was delicious. Next up is a delicious copycat that's sort of copying an old boxed favorite, lasagna hamburger helper. Alright guys, tonight for dinner we're making something super simple. I'm going to make basically lasagna hamburger helper or lasagna skillet. Yeah, but not with hamburger. We're going to be using some mild Italian sausage, and then usually we'll get lasagna noodles and kind of break them up, but it's kind of a pain, and rotini is always good, so I'm going to use these. I have a probably larger can of tomato sauce than I need. Some Parmesan cheese, some ricotta, and then I just have some garlic and onion powder, oregano, parsley, I'm missing one, oh, there it is, basil, salt and pepper, So we're going to get this all going. I'm also going to add some Italian blend cheese. I would usually use mozzarella, but I already have it and it needs to be used. So I'm going to show you how I put this together. It's quick and easy, and it's yummy, and we're just going to have a salad and some bread with this, and it's a super simple dinner. Alright, we're going to get started with the sauce. Like I said, this is probably too big a can. I think we usually use the 15-ounce one. I don't know why I got this ginormous one, but it's whatever. This is a 29-ounce can. But yeah, we'll use it up, even if we don't use it all now, which I probably will, looking at it. The boys are playing video games. If you can hear them, don't mind them. Say hi, boys.
Hi, boys. Hi.
Alright, so we're going to add some salt and pepper. Don't start. Angus. No. Some garlic powder. Angus! Please hush. You don't need to bark. I love you. Some onion powder. Adam usually puts minced garlic in here, but I've found lately it kind of upsets my stomach, so we're just going to go with garlic powder and onion powder. Some oregano. Some basil. A little bit of parsley. Adam is usually the one to make this, so I'm just winging it, and I'm hoping it turns out good, so. Angus, will you please hush? Angus is anxiously waiting for Dad to get home. So we're going to get this mixed together. It smells really good. Of course, you could also just buy jarred pasta sauce if you want. Alright, so to that, this ricotta is 15 ounces. I'll probably add half of it. Thank you. So we got the ricotta in there, and then I'm going to add in some Parmesan, because why not? I'll just get this all mixed up, and then I'll get my meat going, and then we'll put everything together. One pot meal, besides this bowl I dirtied. I really didn't have to. I could have done it in the pan with everything else once the meat was done, but I decided to do it this way. And there's my pink sauce. Yeah. Does this smell good?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna get our meat cooking. So I just got my Italian sausage all browned up, and this is super simple. You're just going to put all of your sauce in there. I did end up needing all of it, and then add in your noodles and make sure they're pretty much covered. As long as you have a lid on there, they're going to cook pretty well. Just make sure you stir it occasionally. And just cook this until the noodles are tender. Once my noodles were cooked through, I'm just adding on some shredded cheese. I'm going to put the lid on and let this melt for a few minutes with the heat off. And this turns out so good every time. We just had it with a salad on the side and some buttered French bread. And this was an easy and delicious weeknight dinner. Next up, we're making some Copycat Beijing beef. This is one of our favorite things from Panda Express, and I found a recipe from Dinner Then Dessert. And if you love Copycat Panda Express recipes, she's got a whole list of them. Like, she's got them all. So we've tried a few, and they were all delicious, so we knew this one had to be good too. So we're using some flat iron steak. We just thought this would be really good with this, and so we're going to slice it up thinly, and then we're going to put it in a bag with some cornstarch, an egg, and some salt. This is one way that we didn't make it exactly like the recipe, because in hers she says to do it with cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of wine. So we just did it this way because we've done it before with other meats and other recipes, and it turns out great. Super, super tender beef. So we actually let our steak marinate overnight, and we're going to get started on our sauce. I'm going to have this recipe linked down below. Like I said, her recipes are delicious. So basically we're mixing together some sesame oil, garlic, ginger, some oyster sauce and water, some brown sugar, and soy sauce. And we're just going to get this all mixed together to get ready to cook our meat. We also threw some peppers and onions and some minced garlic into a pan and cooked these in some butter. We were actually planning on blending these up to add to our sauce because we like the flavor of it. And I'm the only one that likes to eat the peppers whole, cooked. Anyway, right when we went to blend up our peppers and onions, our immersion blender broke. So that didn't go to plan. But we just saved the peppers and onions and I ate them with my dinner, and it was fine. So I think in her recipe, she just kind of stir fries her meat, but we decided we were just gonna deep fry ours, and it turned out delicious. So if you don't want to deep fry yours, you don't have to. Just cook it in a wok or a big skillet if you have one. But we just got our meat all fried up and added back to our sauce and let that cook for a minute or two until it thickened, and this was so good. We think it definitely does need that pepper flavor though, so Adam was missing that because he doesn't eat the peppers. But I got a new immersion blender, so we'll try this again and blend them up and throw them in there. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button down below. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.